The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida Atlantic's offense will take the first swing of the game. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense is very lucky to keep possession on that. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
So SMU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometime.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Rushes on him. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting long yardage in predictable situations.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Woodhead. Right down the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Avoids pressure. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Wilkins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. To throw, it's Woodhead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Wilkins. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. The Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Off the play fake. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we play 1 quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Scanning the field, it's Woodhead. Hauls it in. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of him.
He'll take the deep shot. Catch and strike inside the 15. And he's struck on the ground, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mustang.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to New Mexico. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Fires downfield. He makes a catch. Finally corralled but not before. He picked up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got a man.
I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll ride Davis here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the air. It's Woodhead. Pulls it in. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Well, I had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Mustangs have it with a first and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Inside the 40. The 30. The 10. sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Woodhead. Grabbed over the middle, it's Graves. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Throwing right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The run to the left. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Woodhead. Got his hand in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, they're after him! And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Winston. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That's caught. It's Winston. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Looking to go up top at times, running out in the half. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Here comes the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
About to boot it away and get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's a hit. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. And he... efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to New Mexico. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to Davis. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Slithers into space. There he goes. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Use the play fake, now the throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Woodhead. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you.
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the first down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Working that left side now. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making the play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Woodhead. Steps away. Got some movement under the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Mustangs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll test the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. And off from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Makes the catch. Can't get into the ground. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And after the pick, everybody going the other way. They crossed midfield and got it to the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Starts the drive trying to go up top, using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Hands it off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Woodhead. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throat?
Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
Takes the handoff. It's Poole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 12 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Woodhead. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and started off the second half in the same fashion. And
I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best that I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fights off a defender. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Woodhead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This offense is going to have to find more explosive plays, and it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today, but moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on fourth down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the third time. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the The time has come to make a move. You want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCF Knights offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? We're going to get a lot of answers today.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll give it to him again. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to throw again. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Well, give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football and run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a foot on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Takes the handoff. It's cool. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Shoots it to the left. Trying to find the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They go to the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are in front. And they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gets it out quicker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Inside the 30. Turning it on. Looks down. Made the grab and took it on into the score. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Knights will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack it.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the red zone, looking for a man. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Owls. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job out of defense.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Lost to throw again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Pulls it in. It's Bryant. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. Looking for space. It's Harvin. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Winston. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man. It's Winston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're setting up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now they'll run the draw. Nice move to pick up yardage. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He makes a grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to get in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Winston. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix Nick said, this offense had so much success in that first half. So in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more for that trip to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connor. Studio, Kevin.
Dynamite matchup this week in the...
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Unleashes one. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. On the ground is Harvin. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Knights have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
Touchdown, UCF! To the air on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Harvin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Knights send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and complete the play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harvin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with it. On this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back. Trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Looking for room. It's Poole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. The lone back's got it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Kept that one just straight enough to breeze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Safe completion on the screen. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the bush and put see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today. Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the timing just a hair off.
I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running to the left. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking for a crease, it's Winston. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
What a disappointment. No good. And, guys, this will stay a 54-point game. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia State Panthers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time today. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. On the run, it's Poole. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this.
And he's on bottom up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop. Return right at the 30-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That fumble in crust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing. Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Flies it out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory.
as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down.
On the double.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Okay, ready?
This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Ready?
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, better look out! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got it. They'll make the stop at the 2. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits ground. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Let's go! Let's go! They'll leave it with him. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got a chance. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. From the shotgun, the hand off to the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. And the Owls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Iowa. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Grant. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The play-action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do.
And he motors into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home players. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Juices way from home. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Grant. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He's brought down, but really... They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And the returner will be brought. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Fires to the right. Got his man. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
You could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing.
Finds the tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll go back to the air on second down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and you see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will
got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give from the gun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Extending the play. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the Packer running game. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Makes the grab, and there's not enough room. The defense was ready. They kept their leverage, and they come up with a 4th down stop. The Owls buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5, and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Winston. Makes it past the marker. Across the 25, he's got room. Flying out to the left. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. They make the stop, and that is exactly. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Let's go! Let's go! He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. The give to the lone running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's caught. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Here we go. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
Oh, he dropped it, just did. This offense has it with really good field position. The inside handoff. Shakes off the defender. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets it out fast. good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And you just sort of wonder.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going.